Hi, my name is Oktay. This video is about the Munich Metro called U-Bahn. In this video I will show you the lines U1, U2 and U3. This picture shows you the current model C2 with the traditional color design of the first generation of trains. That was the A series. Munich metro system was opened in 1972, so this year is the 50th anniversary. The first two lines were the lines U3 and U6. They were named after the tram lines 3 and 6 that were closed when these lines were opened. This is a map of the Munich metro system. There are 3 pairs of lines, plus 2 temporary lines, U7 and U8. This system has 96 stations and a 95-kilometer network. Basic frequency is 10 minutes, and during the rush hours it's 5 minutes. This is the station Olympia-Einkaufszentrum. It's the last station in north of the lines U1 and the temporary line U7. In the background there are the stairs to the other station of the orange line U3, which is below. And this is one of the few stations with side platforms. Most stations have middle platforms. Olympia-Einkaufszentrum is a very big shopping center near the Olympic Village, former Olympic Village. That's why it has this name. This is the station Georg Brauchlering. There's a new bus depot was opened near the station. This new bus depot will have the equipment for electric buses. Right now only 2 lines of the 70 city bus lines in Munich are electrified, but this will change in the near future. And you can see that there's a man that is very close to the edge of the platform. It's dangerous. These platforms have space under the platform, so if something should happen, if he was on the tracks, he could crawl under the platform and avoid getting hit by the train, in worst case. This is the station Westfriedhof. It looks like it's the wall looks like it was carved out of a mountain. Friedhof means is the German word for cemetery. There's a big cemetery near this station. Yeah, that's Westfriedhof. This is a picture of the bus terminal and the surface. There are 4 bus lines. They bring the passengers from districts further west to this metro station. And there are also 2 tram lines. They also go to the inner city. These are among the most frequented tram lines in Munich. This is the lines 20 and 21. This is a picture of the station Hauptbahnhof Central Station, where the lines U1 and U2 meet. This station has 4 tracks. The inner 2 tracks are used by the line U2 and the outer tracks by the line U1. This is a transit station to the other pair of lines U4 and U5 and to the S-Bahn system, which is the city train system. This picture is a bit older because right now there's a renovation going on, and this station will be modernized. This is another important transit station. It's the station Sendlinger Tor. The lines U1, U2 have separate platforms for each direction. This is the transit station to the other pair of lines U3 and U6. This is the station Kolumbusplatz, where the lines U1 and U2 part ways. The U2 goes to the east, and U1 goes to the south. There are 3 platforms, 3 tracks. At the right there's a side platform that's for the trains leaving the city, and the trains to the city arrive at this middle platform. So if one train is too late, then still both trains can stop at the station, and then of course one train has to wait. This is the station Candidplatz. This has a nice multicolor design. This is my favorite station, St. Quirinplatz. It really looks like a bit like an alien construction. This is how the interior looks like. It's really, in my opinion, that's the most beautiful station in this network. This train is the Series A. This is the first generation of the trains, but it has the paint of the later generation B, which came in the 80s. This is the last station of the Green Line U1. It's Mangfallplatz. This station was opened in 1997. At the left, you can see this newest generation of trains. It's the C2 model, and green LED stripes at the doors. These are designed to prevent people from trying to get into the train where the train's doors close. When the doors close, this green light turns into red, and this is designed to prevent delays by people who are trying to jump into the train. And this is where the Red Line U2 starts in the northwest. It's station Feldmoching. It's a transit station to the City Line S1. This U2 line is highly frequented. That's why it has a 5-minute frequency during the day. This is another station of this line. That's station Milbertshofen. It was opened in 1993. This is the station Scheidplatz, where the lines U2 and U3 meet. The line U2 continues to the center station Hauptbahnhof, and the line U3 continues to the city center, which is Marienplatz. And later they meet again at the station Sendlinger Tor. And these trains arrive at the same time. That's the most efficient way to exchange passengers. And this is the station Königsplatz. It's near the center station in the inner city. North of the city center, there is a district with many museums, and this station is also a bit of a museum because between these columns there are vitrines with sculptures. This is the station Innsbrucker Ring in the southeast. This is the same situation as in the station Scheidplatz. This is where the lines U2 and U5 meet. And the color of the sign indicates the line U2 is in the middle, has the middle two tracks, and the outer two tracks are for the line U5. And again, the trains arrive at the same time to enable efficient exchange of passengers. This is the station Trudering. It's a transit station to the city lines S4 and S6. It's a very highly frequented station. That's why it has again separated platforms. This is the station Messestadt West in the east. That's where the trade center is. And this red line has one more station in the east. That's Messestadt Ost. That's where this line ends. This is where the line orange line U3 starts. It's in the northwest of Munich. The station is Mosach. It's a transit station to the S-Bahn City Line S1. This station was opened in 2010. It's again a very nice station because it has microscopic pictures of flowers and insects. This is the station Olympia-Einkaufszentrum of the line U3. You see there's a big middle platform. That's because this station is highly frequented. This is the station Oberwiesenfeld. It was opened in 2007. This is a good example of how over the years the demand can change at a station. Because in the first few years after opening, this station was very low frequented. And now there are several big office buildings, several big hotels, and also apartment buildings. And nowadays the station is much higher frequented. And this station has different designs, and each wall, one wall is just red, and the other wall has a labyrinth design. This is the station Olympiazentrum. This is the former last station of the line U3 until it was extended to Mosach. Today the extra trains that are used for the during the rush hours still end here. So this section Olympiazentrum to Moosach has only 10-minute frequency during the rush hours. And this is also the station where the temporary line U8 starts on Saturdays. This is how the station Münchner Freiheit looked like. This is the station in the north, where the lines U3 and U6 meet. And this is how it looks like now after the renovation. This has become a really beautiful station with nice yellow walls. The columns in the middle look like they're glowing from the inside, but they're not. They're just reflecting the light from the top. Yeah, and yeah, that's a nice station, I think. The middle two tracks are for the blue line U6, and the outer two tracks are for the orange line U3. This is what the surface looks like at this station. This is the end of the line 23, tram line 23. This tram line brings the passengers to the metros at Münchner Freiheit. The line 23 will, in this decade, will be extended both to the north and to the south. This is the station Odeonsplatz. It's a transfer station to the lines U4 and U5. This is the station in the city center, Marienplatz. This train is a model C1, and this station is transit station to the S-Bahn lines, the city train lines. It has extended platforms. This is the station Poccistraße. There are two things that are unique about the station. This station was opened in 1978. It was after the section was opened, so this station was built afterwards. And there's a problem with the station because the station has collapsed by 39 millimeters. So the station came down by 39 millimeters. And you can see there's additional steel construction at the left side. And there are also sensors to measure if there's any changes. This is the station Implerstraße. That's the next station. That's where the lines U3 and U6 part their ways. These two stations, Poccistraße and Implerstraße, will be replaced by a new section with a single new transit station. That's the project U9. And this transit station will also have a station at the surface for regional trains. This is the station Thalkirchen. It has pictures of animals on the walls because that's where the Munich Zoo is. Yeah. This is the southwest end of the line U3, Fürstenried West. It was opened in 1991. This meant that the tram lines 60 and 26 were closed at the same time, and yeah. For a while people thought that the tram was not needed anymore, but this is not true because tram has big advantages over a bus. For example, it's higher capacity. This 4-segment tram has about the capacity of two articulated buses. That was today's video about the lines U1, U2, and U3. I will make another video about the lines U4, U5, and U6. The lines U5 and U6 have stations at the service like this one, this Neuperlach Süd. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.